Excited is not even appropriate for me to describe how I feel right now to have my next guest join us. Their debut album called Madra is out right now. It is the folks of NewDad.
Hello.
Welcome to San Francisco.
Hello.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to start here because I know I'm going to butcher it. You just said it like 30 seconds ago. Fikra?
Fiacre. Yeah.
What kind
perfect. Fiacre is perfect.
Fiacre.
Yeah.
What kind of name is that?
It's an Irish name. It doesn't have like an English version or anything. It's just a bit of a funny name, to be honest with you.
Well, what does it mean?
I think, it means hunter.
Hunter.
Yeah, the
Strong.
Irish word fiacre is hunter, and it got shortened to fiacre. That's the thought behind it, anyways.
I see.
Yeah, but even in Ireland, it's a bit of a niche one. Yeah.
All right. And we have Cara
Yes.
and Julie and
Sean.
Sean. See? Simple.
Yeah. I know. Hey, talk to my parents.
This is your first time in San Francisco. What have your preconceived notions been to coming here prior?
I feel like it was always in my mind the cool part. You know, it was like the cool city in California. And yeah, like it looks so sick driving in. I didn't expect it to be so different to LA because we flew into LA, and yeah, it's really beautiful. And we had the best meal ever.
Yeah.
So it's been a good day.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, some amazing Vietnamese food.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
Really.
What was the restaurant called?
Pho
Pho 200.
2000.
Or
Yeah.
Free plug for the local.
Yeah. It was
See,
unbelievable.
not so scary San Francisco,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No, not so scary.
delicious food.
It's interesting that they flew you into LA and then made you drive up here. So
Yeah.
you got to see more of California then.
Yeah, we had.
Actually flew into San Francisco and changed
then-
to LA.
Yeah.
And then
what?
came
And
back.
then came
here.
back up.
Yeah.
Are you, what?
Yeah.
But we had a couple of days off. And
Yeah.
That must have been interesting getting that aerial view of the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
that
was quite cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually have missed it.
Yeah.
By
Oh,
the time
did
we've
you?
flown in. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
It's nice. Not golden.
Not golden.
Yeah, but I'll let you discover
Not
that for
gold.
yourself.
That's true. This is true. This is true. Congratulations on this debut album. I think that it fits very well with a lot of the people that like this kind of music in San Francisco. It's just one of those vibes, shoegazy, airy, very atmospheric that a lot of bands have done very well here and whatnot. If you could just run through some of those early influences that helped inform the sound.
Yeah. Big one was Pixies. I mean, Doolittle was like, hearing that was kind of what I feel like everyone hears that and is like, I want to be in a band, because it's just the coolest band music ever. And yeah, when we started off, we used to cover like a lot of Weezer and stuff. We love like that slacker rock vibe. And then that kind of went more into like the dream pop shoegaze kind of people like Chapter House and Slow Dive and all that kind of music. But yeah, Pixies was the main one. They were kind of like, that was the sound that really formed our sound.
Yeah.
Which aspect of the Pixies? Because they had different eras, right?
Yeah,
Doolittle,
totally.
of course, is their classic album, but
Yeah.
they had a lot of different albums
Yeah,
which
yeah,
they
yeah.
presented different sounds.
I mean, I feel like in the early days we didn't really go too in depth, but it was just really that bass driven, like grungy, gnarly sound was like what we wanted to do something like that, you know?
More like the Baser and Gigantic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like so exciting, but still like there's something kind of like eerie about it in a way, you know? Which
Yeah.
I think is really cool.
I love Weezer. What are some of your favorite Weezer songs, or the band's favorite Weezer songs?
Favorite Weezer songs. I mean, we used to. Oh God. Oh.
What's that one that I really hate?
Yeah, well, Fiacre hates Sweater Song because
Yeah.
it was
What?
it was the first song we ever covered.
Yeah.
And the drum beat is just like
Yeah.
It used
And
to
we
just
probably
drive
played it
me
10
mad.
million times.
Yeah.
Slower.
Oh, we used to play it so like slow, so I'd just be sitting there like, oh, I hate this. But now it's probably
You
my
love, like,
favorite
Island-
Weezer
what,
song though
Island in
now.
the Sun? What's it called?
Island in the Sun.
Islands in the Sun.
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
What's the? I definitely have a favorite that I can't remember.
I hope you don't say Africa. No. Because that's not Weezer.
I'm trying to think. Like they popped into my head recently because someone else asked about them. But I actually haven't listened to them very much recently. Like they were very much like when you're like 16 and you want to be cool and you want to listen to cool music, you listen to Weezer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love Rivers Cuomo's solo album as well, the one that he did at home. That one's really good. I love that whole album. I can't remember the name of the like big song off it, but
There were a lot of great albums born in the pandemic.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there really was.
And bands.
Yeah.
When you guys started to get together and form, what was the connecting commonalities in terms of being a musician and artist that said, Julie, Cara, you fit together, Sean, yeah, you fit, and so forth?
It was really kind of by chance, I think.
Yeah,
It was
all
very
just-
much like born out of not wanting to do our school music practical alone. That was like, I think that was like the driving factor
Yeah.
behind the idea of joining up. I mean, we
we weren't in school when
yeah,
Yeah.
we
It was
were
more
literally
fun
just,
to be somewhere else playing music.
that's it. Yeah. It just, yeah, it all kind of just fell into itself a little bit. We happened to be Dawson from school at the same time. So that put us in the same place, and yeah, it just kind of worked out.
It might not have happened if it was quote unquote normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If one of us just enjoyed school that little bit more, we wouldn't be here right now.
When you were putting this material together, where did the thought process start in terms of lyrical content? It seemed like you had the sound down, but there must have been something that was a catalyst for that.
I think it was mostly, I feel like Madra was like kind of encompassing everything that I'd ever like written about before on the EPs, very much like looking back on my teenage years and the things that I learned from those experiences, and even like my finishing off my early 20s or whatever. Yeah, it was kind of just, I feel like I touched on a lot of the same stuff, like themes that I would have done on the EPs, but I expanded slightly more. Just like I was a little less afraid to be less vague, you know, because I'm very vague on the EPs. But no, it is mostly just about looking back on those, like, you know, 1920, those kinds of years, moving to a new city, that kind of thing.
Where did you move?
To London. So the three of us like grew up in Galway, and then we moved to London nearly 3 years ago now. But yeah, a lot of it was like some of the songs were written while we were recording the second EP. Like Madra was like a guitar video idea that I had in my phone, and then, you know, we took
From
that
the
back out.
studio.
From the studio, yeah.
Wow.
While we were recording something else, just
Yeah, so a lot of them had been sitting around for a while. So they were kind of, Madra was basically like, we picked the best of what we had done over the past 3 years, say, and we want to just like put our strongest foot forward for the debut. But it was kind of just plucking things from different times and kind of making them fit together. Like it wasn't written, the songs weren't written like, oh, this is definitely going to be the album. Like it took us a while to even figure out which of the songs we recorded were going to end up.
Yeah, debut albums are always this culmination of your life,
Yeah.
all the way up until that point. But it sounds like that a lot of your life was in those EPs and
Yeah.
notebooks full of lyrics and
There
phrases.
were loads of songs
Yeah.
to choose. Like, and even in the studio, we recorded way more than actually made the album, and we just kind of wanted to cut it down a bit. But yeah, it was a really like kind of crazy combination of songs we recorded looking back on it.
Yeah.
Interesting. So,
Yeah.
so some of these songs could have been Waves era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Banshee. Yeah, Madra was Banshee kind of era.
I mean, there's even like not necessarily entire songs, but we've taken like certain riffs and stuff from definitely back in Waves era. It
Yeah.
could go that far back and maybe put it into a new song. Because like, you know, you look back and you think we've progressed as musicians, so that sounds a bit immature for us right now. But that one riff is pretty fucking
It's so
good.
good.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's so much like Blue is one of people's favorite songs, and it's the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
It's such a simple thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a guitar maestro. Like, that is just, it's, you know, it's pissy.
Well, a lot of times it's the simplest ones,
Hey,
right?
yeah.
The ones that took 5 minutes to put together.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe that'll be someone's first cover and it'll drive the drummer insane to play. It'll be an honor, you know?
Drumbeat.
One thing that's interesting is the themes. Waves, you have a song called Drown. Julie, you have your own project called Bottom of the Pool. What is the fascination with water and the sea and those kind of things?
I mean, we grew up by the sea, so I think it just like Galway is a seaside
Part of our lives. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's what, you know, I can't speak for you, but like when I ever felt really terrible, I would go for a swim. It just kind of grounds you. It makes you feel, it's like a magical thing. Like I'm not like a spiritual person or any of that, but like I really think that the sea just kind of
Cleanses.
It does. It cleanses you, and it's really comforting. It's like simultaneously comforting and terrifying, and I think that's like quite a nice thing to draw from.
See, that's something I resonate with here. We're here in California, and the coast is right here, Pacific Ocean, just a stone's throw away for us here, and I feel the same exact way.
Yeah.
I hope you get a chance to visit the beach
I know.
Yeah.
and dip your toes in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, we were there the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's a bit stinky though. So
Okay, great. Well, there goes that whole romantic vibe. Welcome to California.
Class.
Back to Galway you go.
The water was red, which kind of freaked us out.
turns out it was just algae.
Okay, all right. I don't even want to know
It
what
was just plankton. It was actually fine, but we got
like
spooked.
algae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little
Cara,
kids in
you
the
seem
big
to be
city.
shaking your head, so there's no disagreement here.
I don't trust them that much. But I think maybe we need to go into a different part. And I'm sure
Right.
Yeah.
There
we
you
were
go.
right on
We were
the
right
like
on Venice
busy
Beach.
Yeah.
Oh, Southern California.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
it makes sense. See, we're here in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Northern California.
Even yeah,
Different.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
a
I mean, it
wave.
looked tropical.
The waves were stunning.
Here.
Yeah.
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 It does look nice here.
On that note, thank you so much for the time. Welcome to California.
Thank
very
you.
We really appreciate it. Big fan of your music, and best of luck with everything.
Thank
Thank
you
so much.
much.
It's really
Thank
fun.
you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.